Hello everyone. I'll be using the Astro Matrix deck to do these readings for the month of May for each zodiac sign. So let's go ahead and get started. First on the list is Aries. So I'll be doing a beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month deck separation. Here we go. Aries. What can Aries expect at the beginning of May, the middle of May, and the end of May? Beginning of May, you have the Knight of Cups. Middle of May, you have the Ten of Wands. And the end of May, you have the Nine of Pentacles. So one thing you need to watch out for this month, Aries, is putting extra demands on yourself, especially towards the middle of the month. Okay, but other than that, it looks like it's going to be a great month, especially towards the end of the month. It looks like you're going to feel like you are achieving your goals, the ideal situations. You might feel better about your financial situation also towards the end of the month. The beginning of the month, you might start the month off with a little bit of romance. You might also have a lot of interactions with someone who has a lot of Knight of Cups qualities, which could be someone who likes to be very social with you, someone who likes to spend a lot of time around you. Overall, it looks like this month is going to be a great month, especially if you don't overload yourself with too many things you have to do, because that's just going to lead you to feeling stressed. You don't want to feel stressed. You don't want to feel like you have too many things to do, too many irons in the fire. But overall, it is going to be a great month for most Aries. Okay, Taurus. Let's see what is in store for you for the month of May. Taurus. Shuffle up the cards. Okay, here we go, Taurus. Beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. Beginning of the month, you have the World card. Middle of the month, you have the Six of Wands. And end of the month, you have the Four of Wands. So this is going to be a really great month for a lot of Taurus people. This is your birthday month, your birthday season, should we say. So it looks like a lot of you will be celebrating. Maybe some of you will have some surprise parties planned for you, or maybe even just birthday celebrations that you have planned yourself. You start the month off feeling really well. This is the World card. You're feeling fulfilled. You're feeling like you have completed a lot of your tasks. Moving to the middle of the month, you have the Six of Wands. So, as I mentioned earlier, you might be feeling like a leader. You might be feeling a little bit like you are being celebrated, which is great because it is your birthday month, your birthday season. Now, you end the month feeling really great. Like you might have a celebration at home. You might just be celebrating something at home, feeling really good about all of your accomplishments. So overall, this is going to be a great month for you. Happy birthday, Taurus. Gemini, let's see what's in store for you in May. Shuffle up the cards. Gemini. Gemini. All right. Beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. Beginning of the month, you have the Page of Cups. Middle of the month, you have the Wheel of Fortune. And end of the month, you have the Hierophant. So, wow, it looks like so far everybody's having a great month. You start the month off feeling very sensitive and very tender. So, towards the beginning of the month, if you have the chance, you might want to take some time off from work. You might want to maybe kind of not socialize with people who you know act as a trigger for you. You have the Page of Cups. This is a very sensitive, tender energy. Or also, if this represents a person, you might have a lot of interaction with someone who is very sensitive. So you might have to watch what you say around this person. So just be aware of that. Towards the middle of the month, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This is really great. A lot of you are going to have something that just happens to you And you're going to feel like, wow, this is great synchronicity. I can't believe this is happening. This is so awesome. Wheel of Fortune, you're going to feel very prosperous. And you might also feel like you're making progress with a lot of things in your life. And you end the month off with the Hierophant card. This is a perfect card for you because you love to learn. You love to intake new knowledge. And you have the Hierophant card. So you might end the month off learning about some different traditions, or just some different knowledge will come to you by the end of the month. So overall, this looks like it's going to be a great month for Geminis. Okay, Cancer, let's see what's in store for you for the month of May. Cancer. Shuffle up the cards. All right, here we go. Beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. All right, beginning of the month, you have the Three of Swords. Middle of the month, you have the Queen of Wands. And end of the month, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Well, let's start off with the good first. The good thing is that you might not start off the month on such a great note, but by the end of the month, you are going to be feeling very good. Look at this Nine of Pentacles. So, beginning of the month, it looks like you might start the month off with some things that are weighing heavy on your mind. So much so that it kind of like makes your heart feel heavy. Okay, sometimes when things are heavy on our minds, it weighs on our heart. So the beginning of the month, you need to take extra care that you are eating right, getting enough sleep, things like that, because sometimes when things are affecting us on a mental level, it actually affects us on a physical level. Okay, the Three of Swords is a mental card, so make sure your mental health is in order at the start of the month, Cancer. And then it looks like by the middle of the month, you're kind of like getting over whatever you were going through at the beginning of the month with the Queen of Wands here. By the middle of the month, you're going to feel stronger. Like, okay, I can do this. So that's really great. And then, as I mentioned before, you end the month off on a great note. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So that's really great. So just remember that as you navigate this month, it might not start off so well, but make sure you are very instrumental in making sure that the month ends on a great note. Leo, let's take a look at what you can expect for the month of May. Leo. One more time. Leo. All right, here we go. Beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. Beginning of the month, ooh, you have the Ten of Swords. Middle of the month, you have the Knight of Swords. End of the month, you have the Judgment card. Okay, Leo, some of you might start the month off feeling like someone is betraying you, or that you are the object of someone's unmerited betrayal. Okay, you see the Ten of Swords with all of the swords in this person's back. So you might start the month off feeling like you are kind of being mentally drained. Okay, you might, even if you don't know where it's coming from, you just might feel like something is off. Okay, like you might feel like, hey, is anybody pointing any negative energy towards me? A lot of times that's what the Ten of Swords can point to. Okay, so moving on to the middle of the month, you have the Knight of Swords. So Leos, you might feel like, you know what, something needs to change, whether it's a lifestyle change, whether you feel like, you know what, it's time for me to board a plane somewhere so that I can get over whatever I was going through at the beginning of the month. Or this could also mean that you will have a lot of interactions with someone who is very intelligent. Okay, someone who is not afraid of change. Okay, and this could also mean that you might embrace those energies towards the middle of the month. Good news, the end of the month, you have the Judgment card. So by the end of the month, you will feel like you're going in a new direction. There might be some decision you were battling with the whole month of May, and by the end of the month you will feel like you have come to a decision. You will feel like you are ready for a new direction. You see this card? This is the phoenix rising out of the ashes. So whatever you started the month off with, by the end of the month you will be the phoenix rising. Virgo, let's see what's in store for you for the month of May. Virgo. Whoa. All right, let me make sure. Okay, here we go, Virgo. Cards just want to talk to you tonight, Virgo. Beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. Beginning of the month, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Middle of the month, you have the Four of Swords. And end of the month, you have the Four of Wands. So it looks like May is going to be a pretty good month for you. You start the month off feeling like you are very prosperous. Look at this Ace of Pentacles. This is how you start the month off, okay? Some of you might be beginning a business or starting a new job, or just maybe some of you have a new mindset. So you start the month off on a great note. Moving on to the middle of the month, a lot of you will be getting extra rest. This is the Four of Swords. A lot of you will be kind of like just making sure that you're getting enough rest, resting your mind, resting your body, which is really great. Okay, so if you tend to overwork, which a lot of Virgos can be known as the workhorses of the zodiac, towards the middle of the month you will put the brakes on too much working. Four of Swords. And then towards the middle of the month you will feel very pleased by everything that you have accomplished thus far. And you might be beautifying your house, your surroundings. You might be planting garden by the end of the month. So overall, it looks like this is going to be a great month for you, Virgo. Libra, let's see what's in store for you for the month of May. Libra. All right, here we go. Beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. Beginning of the month, you have the Two of Pentacles. Middle of the month, Four of Swords. End of the month, Ten of Cups. This is a great month. Okay, this is a great month for you. So you start the month off feeling very balanced. Okay, trusting your intuition. Surrounding yourself with others you trust. Two of Pentacles. You're taking things slowly, but at the same time following your intuition, which is really great. Two of Pentacles, also known as Jupiter in Capricorn. You might also be kind of moving away from things that don't instill balance in you, and moving more so towards things and people and situations that feel better in your life, that bring a sense of balance in your life. So you start the month off on a great note, Libra. And middle of the month, you have the Four of Swords, so you will definitely be getting plenty of rest. It looks like a lot of you will not be stressed, even though this is a sword card, which is representing the mental part of your being. It looks like you will not be too stressed out. It looks like you will not be stressed out actually in the month of May, especially around the middle of May. And then you end the month off on a great note. Look at this Ten of Cups. This is the ultimate happiness card. So a lot of you Libras will be just enjoying the month of May, surrounding yourself with people you love, doing things you love in the month of May. Really great. Scorpio, let's see what's in store for you for the month of May. Scorpio. Those just fell out. Scorpio. Here we go. Beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. Beginning of the month, you have the Page of Pentacles. Middle of the month, Page of Cups. End of the month, the World card. So immediately, this is saying that a lot of you Scorpios will be doing some type of activities with children, whether it is going to graduations, things of that nature. Some of you will be spending a lot of time with kids, especially in the beginning and middle of the month. Okay, but now let's look at this Page of Pentacles. This is someone who is very studious, someone who is very good-natured. Okay, so you might have interaction with someone who has these Page of Pentacles qualities, or it could also represent you and the energy that you will be exhibiting around the beginning of the month. Middle of the month, you might find yourself feeling a little bit sensitive, a little extra sensitive. Page of Cups can denote someone who is feeling a little bit extra sensitive, okay? So whether this is you or someone else who you have contact with, make sure around the middle of the month that you are being very considerate of others' feelings in the way that you speak and do things, Scorpio. End of the month, you end the month on a great note. You have the World card. So you're feeling very fulfilled and very like you have completed something by the end of the month. So overall, it looks like the month of May is going to be a great month for Scorpios. Sagittarius. Let's see what is in store for you for the month of May. Sagittarius. Whoa, that just fell. All right, Sagittarius. All right, beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. Beginning of the month, you have the Page of Wands. Middle of the month, Ten of Swords. End of the month, King of Swords. So you start the month off full of energy, full of creative energy, Sagittarius. Page of Wands. Okay. You start the month off very enthusiastic, willing to try new things. And also, a lot of you Sagittarius people, you might be doing something very physical towards the beginning of the month, such as maybe yoga. Being that this is the page has more feminine energy, so you might be doing something more so like yoga, things of that nature towards the beginning of the month. But the beginning of the month looks like you are going to be very enthusiastic. And if this doesn't represent you, this is saying that a lot of Sagittarius people might have a lot of interaction with someone who has a lot of energy, a lot of feminine energy. Moving on to the middle of the month, you have the Ten of Wands. So the middle of the month might be a little bit of a struggle for you, Sagittarius. You might be dealing with some people or situations that you feel are kind of like betraying you. Okay, so just keep an eye on that. And if you feel this coming on, try to stay away from the situation or stay away from the person. And if you have to confront the situation, do so in a very calm manner. Moving on to the end of the month, you have the King of Swords. This is someone who has made very good decisions. So if you are dealing with anything in the middle of the month, Sagittarius, by the end of the month, you will handle it. This is the King of Swords. This is the ultimate decision maker in the court cards. Okay. So you will be making very intellectual decisions by the end of the month. So if you do have someone around you who you don't trust, or you feel like some things are happening behind your back, this is the ultimate behind your back card, the Ten of Swords. If you feel like that has been going on, by the end of the month, you will squash it. You will put an end to it. Okay? King of Swords, making the right decisions. So that was for Sagittarius. Capricorn, let's see what's in store for you for the month of May. Capricorn. Capricorn. All right, here we go. Beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. Beginning of the month. Ooh, you have the Ten of Wands. Middle of the month, Seven of Wands. End of the month, Page of Wands. Capricorn, you are going to be very busy. A lot of you are going to be very busy this month. Look at all of the wands. A wand, 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 all month long. So all month long, you are going to be very busy. You start the month off putting a lot of demands on yourself. You have a lot of irons in the fire. Whenever I see this card, I just think of irons in the fire. So it looks like you're going to be very busy in a lot of aspects of your life. Okay? So you might be very busy at work, come home, very busy at home. If you have a business, you might be very busy in the business, just all around busy. Okay? Which is, busy can be a good thing. Just make sure you are not creating burdens for yourself by having so much to do, Capricorn. And by the middle of the month, any challenges that you've been dealing with, you're going to feel like you are overcoming those challenges. Okay? So that's really great. And then by the end of the month, you might just spend a lot of time doing things you like. But one thing is for sure is that you will have a lot of energy this month, Capricorn. Aquarius, let's see what's in store for you for the month of May. Aquarius. Aquarius. Beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. Beginning of the month, you have the Six of Wands. Middle of the month, Nine of Pentacles. End of the month, you have the Queen of Cups. So this looks like it's going to be a great month for you. You started off feeling just kind of like very good about something. Look at this. The person is sitting on the horse. People are throwing confetti at him, and he's feeling very great. So you start the month off on a great note, okay? You might even, if you play any type of sports, you might feel very victorious. Or if you bet, like if you bet on horses, or if you bet on basketball games, things of that nature, you might actually win the bet, okay? So that's really great. Moving on to the middle of the month, you have the Nine of Pentacles. You're feeling very great. I mean, it's just like all month long, you're going to be feeling great, or you're going to have something to feel good about. Look at this. She's in the garden with her pentacles, okay? You could literally be feeling good about planting something in your garden, okay? Whether it is your proverbial garden or your literal garden you have at home. So middle of the month looks great for you. You're feeling like whatever you're working on, whoever you are interacting with, it is the ideal situation. Moving on to the end of the month, you have the Queen of Cups. This is a very loving energy. So you might be in contact with someone, it might be a mother figure or some type of female figure in your life who imparts a lot of love energy on you, okay? Or this could be you. You might be embracing the Queen of Cups energy and showing a lot of people love by the end of the month. Really great. Pisces, let's see what's in store for you for the month of May. Pisces. Pisces. Whoa. Pisces. Beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month. Beginning of the month, you have the Six of Wands. Middle of the month, Eight of Cups. And end of the month, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So for a lot of Pisces, there's going to be a transformation of something in your life. You go from the Six of Wands to the Eight of Cups to the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So this is saying that you start the month off on a great note. You're feeling high on your horse. You know, you're feeling very victorious. You might be considered a leader by the beginning of the month. By the middle of the month, you're feeling like, hey, you have some things you want to let go of, some things you want to move away from. You might feel like after receiving the accolades, a lot of you might be feeling like, you know what, I've received my accolades. Now it's time for me to move on to something else. This is the Saturn and Pisces card. So by the middle of the month, a lot of Pisces are going to be feeling like, you know what, it's time for me to move on to something else. Like, I have mastered everything here. I have seen everything that I need to see here. It's time for me to move on to something else. This could be related to your job. It could be a relationship. You might feel like, you know what, this relationship has run its course. It's time for me to move on. If it's a job, you might feel like, I've done all I can at this job. I'm ready for something else. Okay. Then by the end of the month, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So you're feeling like whatever you have made the decision to move on from, you are feeling like it's time for you to clear the clutter so that you can make way for all of the new things that are coming into your life. Everyone, have a great month. Thanks so much for watching the video.